Valorant skins have come a long way. Sort of. Prime, a bundle that released alongside Valorant's official launch. Now, I know a lot of you may say that it's kind of fallen off and you're not really into the Prime collection, but let's put personal opinions aside, as this video is about diving into a more objective look at how cosmetics have evolved and, in many ways, devolved over the years. Now, the inspiration for this yapathon that I'm calling a video is the fact that there is now 97 knife skins, meaning very shortly there will be over 100 knives in Valorant. This is absurd because after looking through them, you will quickly notice how many you've completely forgotten about. How much of them are lazy, ugly, or just clear fluff. But back to the launch of the game. We got Prime for 7,100 VP. This included multiple skins and a plain Prime axe. But what made it not so plain at the time was the fact we didn't even have an axe before this one, meaning even just flipping a shiny gold axe felt special, because by the definition of the word, it was special. Then we had guns that had amazing reload animations that are still extremely unique. Many of us using Prime today is mainly because of that reload animation and its overall clean design. It was never redone besides Prime 2.0, which simply expands the number of guns that have this particular style. This is a prime example of what a good skin collection should do. It should capture a unique idea and hold that unique value. Of course, something like the Prime Axe has lost all its fun because now a basic Battle Pass skin has the same pullout animation. Since it was the early days of Valorant, it's sort of forgivable. But then they kept going and going and going. When the first ever butterfly knife was released, it had superb animation, and it quite literally blew the Valorant community up. Skins were still very exciting to many of us. We were so hyped to see this in game and loved what the essence of the butterfly knife was. Since then, we've had countless butterfly knives with the exact same animation. Slight alterations or variations were thrown in, but that was just for the sake of even being able to call it a new skin. Now, with a new butterfly knife, no one is excited about it. One of the worst examples we had was the Champions 2023 bundle, which had the knife use a pre-existing animation without any alterations. I am of course referring to the jet and pull-out knife. This was ridiculous and most people called Valorant out on it. Truth is that we are all less excited about cosmetics because there continues to be less to be excited about. Valorant also continues to make it worse and worse and worse by how they structured their tiers, pricing, and more. For example, by default, every single knife is top tier. It is a golden exclusive skin, even though they are obviously not within the same league of one another. Furthermore, Valorant continues to have this stupid idea where giving more to the consumer means they need to charge more. When the Elder Flame came out, they did a cool new knife with a special animation, and they had the guns move in an excessive manner. Instead of just pricing it the same way, they pushed the price further with no reason other than just because. When Protocol came out for 9,900 VP, I remember laughing out loud. Like, literally, it was such a joke. I didn't like the skins, but they finally added some new cool things to the bundle. And in Riot's eyes, that now means a higher price. And everything else at $87 or lower can be reused assets. $87 US or under can be reused assets. I can barely make this video. All right, a small 20-second sponsor segment, then I'm gonna continue yapping. Now, a quick word from today's sponsor, tapin.gg, a website that I've personally used myself and works in an instant to help you connect with Radiance. I've used them before for my custom Valorant Curious videos, but you can use them to learn from Radiance firsthand. They even have a coaching section, making it extremely easy to climb the ranks. They are 5-star on Trustpilot. I loved using them when I gave them a shot, and they're running some Black Friday deals right now. So what are you waiting for? Use the link down below to try out tapin.gg today. All right, back to skins. I want to discuss the arcade bundle a little bit. Instead of the arcade bundle being something amazing to get excited about, it fell flat on its face as they once again pushed to the higher price. The entire system refuses to better itself. It refuses to outdo itself time over time. In order for us to become excited about anything, you need to top what you've done before, but the only thing you're topping is the price. Now, it's either a copy-paste animation that we've seen before, a 2.0 of something we've seen before, or finally something new and unique that will be priced higher than before just because they know they can. Another issue is the refusal to improve on the lower end of things. Ruined dagger. Dude, it was released and set a new standard on what we can expect from battle passes. Unique animation on a clean design, something worth grinding for, something that got us excited about the newest battle pass. Well, they simply never went for it again. It is legitimately so shocking to see the battle passes largely de-evolve. We've had some solid offerings, don't get me wrong, but nothing that is new. Only reused assets that are lifted off premium cosmetics. Even the Karambit came after having a different Karambit and they just dumbed it down. The Ruined Dagger was brand new animations unique just to the Ruined Dagger. Then there's a lack of innovation in general. RGX originally came out with the kill counter, or the first champions that gave you a glow based off of being top frag. Even the butterfly knife that came after it changed in game, and it was a nice addition that I would have liked to see more of. Yet skin after skin remains very tame. Even reload animations have not been fully explored. Old animations rarely get new variations and much more. Each bundle continues to be a hit or miss, but why? Unfortunately, it feels like there's a massive hesitation to give us new exciting stuff at the same price in order to retain shop value. If one gun has way more, why buy a different gun at a similar price? Prime and Reaver are both early day guns that have amazing animations, especially in the reload department, and they consume so much sales that Valorant quickly learned they can't give us too much value or else they dumb down their own shop. Which is why I believe we saw a high period of tons of fluff bundles. I believe that's why they exist. The sales don't really matter too much to Riot Games. Instead, the more guns and skins in the game, the less likely you are to get the one you want in the shop, more likely you are to pull the trigger once it shows up. And when it comes to guaranteed bundles that are launching, they keep pricing them higher and higher with the idea that as long as they make something new or unique, people will FOMO and buy it due to the fact that the shop system is trash. Besides the basic stuff that we know about, we also haven't seen much else. No pre-round emotes, even just hand gestures. No agent gloves. No new voice lines within the battle pass that could be thrown out in game like Overwatch. No innovations on gun buddies. No continued level up style guns or other variations of cool things we've seen before like the screen on RGX. Same way Fortnite has skins that apply based on player, Valorant could do much more than basic versions of the spike. For example, spike skins, that's what I'm getting at. Based on who picks up the spike and plants it, the spike can transform right as it's planted into whatever skin the person has purchased, changing the style but then the explosion animation into something that isn't a straight garbage black bubble. And don't anyone dare complain about clarity. Add the option to turn these off for pro players, and for everyone else it's already impossible to even tell what gun is on the floor from far away because of skins. Usually most of us have to now ping in order to see what we're even looking at because of how colorful and random these gun shapes are. For example, under the Z finisher you literally can barely find the gun on the ground. Or if you're holding the Oni katana, some angles now reveal you. This game threw integrity out the window with these skins, so why not just go all out and give us some fun stuff? Now we add it all up. Between the lack of innovation, continued revision of past animations, lack of awesome reload animations, or even new things in general, Valorant skin community and the general player base's interest in cosmetics keeps taking hits. The latest low on skin interest was in early 2022. Meaning by February 2024, coming just shortly, we would see 2 consecutive years of declined interest in Valorant cosmetics, and this doesn't correlate with the chart of Valorant interest in general. Luckily, cosmetics, unlike the base game mechanics, can be caught pretty quickly. The team can brush it off, they can innovate, and introduce tons of new things to re-spark interest. I've been fortunate enough to talk to the art team before, and they are very, very passionate people. They don't control their timelines nor the prices, meaning from a corporate level, I hope Riot sees these slowdown in sales and rethinks their approach. And yes, I would go out on a whim and gamble that their sales are on the decline. I can't confirm or deny this, so take it with a grain of salt, but I would genuinely bet money that they've seen a solid decline in skin sales. I mean, for context, when a new bundle used to drop and you used to join new lobbies, almost everyone had it. Think of the Wukong bundle. Did you really see it that much? Hopefully the future of cosmetics in this game can look a little bit brighter into 2024.